Try that in a small town is number 2. Remember when people would buy like Band in the USA and that was awful. This song's not good. It's just another stupid, and I'm in the country, and it's another one of those dumb songs. It's not good. All right, people think it's good because it's their little movement, it's their social justice thing that they're and remember when the SJWs were like out trying to prove everybody was racist. That is this, and please remind me to clip this because I am Mecca. Please subscribe to this channel. Please give me money so I can buy sweaty hockey boy things that they have worn in the game and hopefully sweat it in. Pretty please, because
whoopsie.
Oh, are they pretty? And
the following video is brought to you through the generous support of viewers like you. If you like this content, then please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. And for those who are in the position to donate, this channel thanks you. And so does this orange cat.
And I'm going to use my nerd brain. To focus on that thing, the hockey thing, because that's where Star Trek led me. That's where all this. But I gotta talk about this stuff because I remember this back the first time around because I'm 700 years old. Remember that? And this is exactly where the commentary community kind of needs some perspective. And this is exactly the place of people like in our generation, the Gen Xers and the, hey, rock stars out there, you guys have been silent an awful long time. Speak up. Speak now or forever holdeth thy peace, because I know that we're just as mad at the Ben Shapiro side still as we've always been. And even though some of us kind of got taken in by that for about a minute. To try that in a small town crowd. Like I said, this really reminded me a lot of the We'll Convert Your Children. Let me find that. The San Francisco Gay Men's Choir. And Francisco, oh man, Gay Men's Choir. We'll convert your children. Do we have the song? Video. Does somebody have it? They declare war. A message. Is this like somebody? Is this theirs?
As we celebrate Pride and the progress we've made over these past years, there's
this guy. So I compared it to this. Where they sing their little tongue-in-cheek, hey, remember how they were, how the whole anti-gay propaganda from way back in the day was all, we'll convert your children. They kind of owned it. But you can't own anything or joke anymore because everybody is a bunch of puritanical pearl-clutching pussies now. Again, on both sides. And now I'm calling out the right because I was calling out the SJWs last year when they were really annoying.
And we'll work to convert all the sisters and brothers. Then soon we're all certain your kids will start converting.
Remember that we'll convert your children. That's this one. Oh gosh, this is hilarious. Oh god, alright, that's enough of that corny ass crap. Okay, it's cringe, it's corny, it's stupid. Well, this country guy did a version of his. Try that in a small town. Where is it? Try that in a small town. Oh, can I even play the video? This guy. Here, I can't show you it because I guess it got taken down for something. So they're boycotting CMT and canceling CMT now, even though he's spoken out against cancel culture. Here's his song.
Around here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you.
Won't take long to what? You're gonna put a bullet in somebody's head? That's what it sounded like.
I recommend you don't.
Oh, I recommend you don't? Why? What are you gonna do? Convert your children or something? I don't know. So it just seems like, one of those little, yeah, I'm gonna own the stereotype as a tongue-in-cheek little tribal thing, and we're getting treated like we're a bunch of rednecks. Why not kind of own it for a second? I didn't think it as a serious anything, and that's exactly what I said in my last take, and I got ratioed for that. For some reason, because people don't quite understand context. And where we've been before with a lot of these controversial songs like here on Forbes. Now this one to number 2. Why is this important? Okay, Sam Smith's Unholy, didn't that also go very, very high? Because he used what? The controversy. What chart did he do? Sam Smith Unholy chart position. Was it number 2? I want to say. Oh, he had number 1 in the US. No, UK. In the UK. In the US. Oh, US the top 40. Number 1. It was number 1. Okay, it was number 1. When it was super controversial. Okay. What happens is you have a lot of people saying, oh, screw those people I don't like. I'm going to buy it anyway, whether it's a good song or not. I think Sam Smith's Unholy is slightly better musically, but I'm a music snob, and yeah. So it's one of those things, you know, as we all know, nobody can actually be converted to being a gay, right? You can't convert somebody into being a gay. They're usually kind of born that, and they
Learn to
know.
vote, face your fate. We'll convert your children. Someone's gotta teach them not to hate.
So it's one of those things, right? Because it's like this tongue-in-cheek thing, but now we've got this society where, you know, Elon Musk disowned his trans kid, or no, his trans kid disowned him, and he's like a influential voice of people who want and are in the kind of free speech Jason Aldean camp. And I'm looking at this stuff as, you know, an alien observer to your planet, and it's really fun to kind of see all this stuff. So I kind of see this is like the publicity thing. This is like the, oh yeah. You know, that's one of those things. Oh yeah? Well, guess what? And it's not like a serious thing. I never thought he seriously meant that he was going to harm somebody. And this is one of those things. This is definitely Streisand effect. This is why in my video that I'm getting ratioed for and downvoted for, I stated that I called out the marketing as being exactly what Black Panther did, and I said under no circumstances watch, knowing darn well that y'all were gonna go and vote with your wallets because that's what you wanted, right? You wanted angry, and that got 20,000 clicks, didn't it? And that made me more money than I have made on any live stream since this morning in the past month. So this is why they do it. Controversy make people hate you. Pulling the curtain down, pulling the rabbit out of the hat. Oh, I want to sing that so bad. That's one of my favorite. Oh, the opera version of Pulling Rabbits Out of a Hat. Anyway, the controversial, antagonistic stuff is what makes a lot of money. Isn't it? It is why everybody decided, the anti-cancel culture, cancel mobs decided to cancel Bud Light. It is why the literal thing that I got a little talking to on an old channel that I used to be associated with, where I was told the SJW activist side of things are so afraid of you because you are literally the exact face of exactly what they think. You're a woman, you're a you're a B, you're a this, you're that, and they think you should be on their side, right? And here's the other thing. I am also a very honked off Star Wars fan who has been called racist by SJWs. I have been attacked by SJWs. I have also been, very, very influential on the right side. And the right are now very, very afraid of what I have to say. And that is why I have been suppressed there on Twitter. Because why? There is big money. And you know how you hear Soros? There's the big money on the opposite side doing the exact same thing. And they don't want people like me pulling the curtain down, revealing how the magic trick's done. Because I think this is about time we changed things. We shook things up. We disrupted the system. And that means we wake up and realize that the key to the goddamn universe is on the 2112. If you listen to it, it's right there. For crying out loud. Neil Peart was trying to tell us something when he read the freaking Fountainhead. Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. They're all gonna live in a goddamn bunker and let us all bomb each other out. Because they know that there's more, and that's why they're using the most useful idiots to play over, and that's why the chat's frozen, the stream's suppressed, they want me silenced because I know. Remember when Madonna's Like a Prayer came out? Like a Prayer controversy, Madonna. What chart position was that? What does this do? This is all evil satanic stuff. It's controversial stuff. Anytime they feed on this negativity, this anger, hate. Try that in a small town is just as evil satanic as any other thing. Like a Prayer controversy. When Like a Prayer was released, so that's Fair Share, Black Saint, played by Leanne Robinson, mixed race couple, and even depicted systemic racism. Remember, it was racism. Remember that. It was blasphemous. Chart position. That one was all over the place, and that song was stupid. Like a Prayer debuted at #1 in UK. Like a Prayer. Well, yeah, what number was it? Yeah, I just want to know what number it was on the charts. US. There we go. Debuted at number 38 and reached the top of the chart by April. So this was how they did it back in 1989, in the before time, before the internet, before they had the internet. You know, they had to annoy people by word of mouth. And who were the gossipy Gladys Kravitzes? The church ladies back then. They had to annoy the Jesus people, right? And who are the gossipy Gladys Kravitzes now? The people online, you know, the Daily Wire people, or the SJW people, the people like the Mary Sue, the people who think everything's sexist, everything's racist, the people who eat their own so much because they can't have any competition or anybody saying anything different, that they find ways to cancel and destroy, and they find, you know, they make streams titled about it, and they slander you. You know, you don't see me titling my streams, you know, this channel did some blah 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 blah, because I don't care that much. I'm not obsessed with other people. I'm obsessed with how to fix this, how to because Tim Pool said it himself back in the Occupy days. He said it himself in the fact that they knew that they could bring in this racism stuff to divide the Occupy people, because that's when they started bailing out the banks. That's when the economy was bad. So that is where we're talking about with that. Remember that video on TRL, right? That video was on a lot. So that's how we did it back then. And that's exactly what they're doing. So when you see that, when you see Sound of Freedom, when you see all these things, those are the outrage marketing things that worked back in the past, and that's how they're doing it now. They're doing the outrage reverse marketing with the religious sort of that zealous sort of crowd. You know, those people. And you know how I've always been. I've always been kind of punk rock. I've always done my thing. I've always been, you know, into the new agey, spiritually, whatever, the tarot cards and crap like that. I've always been I've just never been.
I don't want to see witches. I don't want to see anything, any stars. I don't want to see any of this dark side and psychics, all the things, tarot card reading. I rebuke it in the name of the Lord, Mom.
I've never been into the organized religious stuff, and that's definitely the type of person that they like to cater to here. You know, they like to cater to, or at least cater to outraging into purchasing now, because they figured this is exactly how they did it with the televangelist crowd back in the day. And I gotta call them out too, because they used to get a lot of money from people thinking they were doing the righteous thing, right? It wasn't just people doing the right thing. Oh no, it was doing the righteous thing. They're saving the world. They're doing the holy mission. And now you hear all these words like it's evil, this is demonic, this is blah, you know, and you hear that so much talking about this type of crowd.
We're coming for them. We're coming for your children. We're coming for them.
it's very much in poor taste. But yes, they have to. I was so punk rock, y'all.
She's not a Christian!
You know, holy crap. So that's how I dealt with that. So there's your Jason Aldean controversy. It's racking up the charts because it is doing exactly as it's been designed to do. Find a controversy to latch on to get a bunch of people outraged to. And that's like how Drake was gaming the TikTok things by making the TikTok meme songs. So now I am so y'all know they think this is like the most evil thing out there now I've been seeing online. And I'm kind of scared about that crowd. So I'm going back to normalcy. Don't you go anywhere. All right, I'm gonna